Welcome to this 20-minute Pranayama breathing workshop. I'm Brittany, and I am a 24-year-old cystic fibrosis patient residing in Phoenix, Arizona. I am currently studying yoga, teacher training, and just finished up my Pranayama section. Pranayama is something that I am so passionate about as it relates to breathing in yoga on and off the mat. This is specifically geared for cystic fibrosis patients today, and we are going to work on 2 to 3 pranayama techniques to get you going for your day, open up your heart, open up your lungs, and even work on the sinuses. So let's get started. Come to your mat or a designated practice space. You have a couple of options. For the first breathing technique, you can either be sitting down with your legs crossed, like crisscross applesauce, with your hands on your knees, palms facing upward, or you can be lying down. If you're a yogi and you have props, like a bolster, or if you're not a yogi and you have a pillow, now is a great time to use them. So I'm gonna prop my back up on a bolster with a blanket, just to make myself nice and comfortable. So, as you're lying down, have your hands on your belly. As you breathe, inhale and exhale. Feeling your belly expand like a balloon, pressing up into your hand. And just stay here and focus on this motion for now. Inhale, exhale, deflate. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, deflate. Now, I want you to take your 2 hands and float them up to the rib cage. So you're going from belly to rib cage. If you're lying down, your shoulders are nice and open. If you're sitting up, you're sitting nice and tall. On an inhale, feel your ribs expand against your hands. Exhale as they kind of come back together, they retract. Inhale, expand, and exhale, retract. Notice what's coming up for you as you breathe, just using this time to center. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's move on to the third part. That's the chest. So if you're lying down, it's going to be the same as if you're sitting up. Your hands are going to kind of come together up against your chest, and they're almost going to hit the collarbone, your thumbs, okay? So whether you're sitting up or lying down, this is what you're going to be feeling. You're gonna feel it press against your hand, your chest. So we're noticing a theme here. Theme is that as you inhale, your body expands to make room for your breath. my heart rate. If you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, go ahead and check out what it says your pulse is or your heart rate. I'm just gonna check in for 30 seconds and get my beats per minute. I'm lingering at about 100. And I looked at it before class and I was 110. So just focusing on your breathing and the motions of your breathing really helps to bring you back to a very centered, calm, tranquil place. So let's start one more time doing some breathing cycles from our belly to our chest, to our ribs, to our chest, and then tie it all in together. So let's start at the belly once more. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, deflate and take it back in toward your spine. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, deflate. Final inhale here. Exhale. Let's float our hands calmly up toward the rib cage now that we know what we're doing. If you can, keep your eyes closed during this practice. Inhaling as the ribs expand and push against your hands. Exhale as they come in and cinch back together. Inhale, expand. Exhale, retract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, retract. Keeping your eyes closed, if you can, move your hands up toward your chest. You'll know you're in the right spot once your thumbs kind of hit your collarbone. Inhaling, you feel that expansion, that opening up of your chest. Exhale, you feel it sink back down, almost like it's dropping toward your belly. Kind of reminds me when your heart feels like it drops when you're nervous. If you're sitting up, go ahead and float your eyes open. If you're lying down, go ahead and gently come to a comfortable seated position. Hands on the knees, palms facing upward. If you are new to a meditation practice, don't feel obligated to do so. But if you are used to meditating and this is part of your practice, you can go ahead and link your thumb and your middle finger together. Just let them touch and look up to the sky. You've seen this before, I'm sure. This is just a nice way to feel your meditation practice. Now we're going to do the belly breathing one final time, and I'm going to cue you. No hands involved here, no cheating. We're practicing mindfulness here. Can you think of that body part just because I mention it and nothing else? That's the challenge. There is no right or wrong. If this is new to you, it could be challenging at first. If this is part of your practice, it could be challenging to you today. Where are you at today? So, inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. One more time on your own. How'd that go? Check in. Thank you, beauties. Okay, I'm gonna come closer to the camera. I'm gonna bring my bolster with me. So if you have a bolster or you're liking using that small pillow, go ahead. Bring it with you to these next poses. I feel tall all of a sudden. I'm not sure I'm close enough, so, okay. So now that we're up close and personal, I want you to just take a few inhales and exhales through your nose. You'll hear me sniffle. This is a time to get super comfortable. No one can see you unless you're practicing with your close family and friends. So feel free to feel here. Things might feel uncomfortable on one nostril versus the other. Things might feel completely balanced. Both nostrils might be hard to breathe out of. We as CF patients know all about sinus problems. So I want to connect with you and tell you that there's days doing this practice called Nadi Shodhana that I can't do it. There's some days that I can only do it in one nostril and not the other. So there is no right or wrong. It is how you're feeling today. If you have recently had a sinus surgery or have problems breathing out of your nose and you're not comfortable with it, skip it and go back to that belly breathing, or do another meditative breathing practice that you are comfortable with doing. So here we go. I'm going to show you with my right hand that I am closing my ring finger and my middle finger. Right? No, I'm sorry. I'm closing my index finger and my middle finger. So the ring finger and pinky and thumb are the only ones up and exposed. So I am going to take my thumb on my right hand and close my right nostril and breathe out of my left. How is that? Are you clogged? Are you nervous about it? Now I'm going to take my ring finger and close my left nostril, breathing in and out of my right. How's that? Hopefully it doesn't sound too awkward on camera. Okay, so we're going to do that multiple times. I'm actually going to switch to doing my left hand. So it's really all about what you're comfortable with. Depending on what way you're facing, it might be comfortable to do the right, but no matter what, your thumb, your ring finger, and your pinky are the only ones active. So here we go. Plug the left nostril, inhale through the right, exhale through the right, and plug the right. Inhale through the left, exhale through the left, and plug the left. Inhale through the right, plug the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, plug the left, exhale through the right. I'm going to be a little bit behind you in cueing because I'm also breathing. So if you feel like going faster, as long as you're going at a reasonable breathing pace that's not strenuous to you, go for it. Let's start back with the right. Plug the left, inhale through the right, plug the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, plug the left, exhale through the right. Let's do this a few times on our own. Inhale through the right, plug the right, exhale on the left, and go. Let's do two more. Inhale, final one. Inhale through both nostrils when you're ready. Take a big sigh out. How was that? So there's a few things that I want to discuss, even though this is a breathing workshop, about mindfulness. The first thing is that discourage for a lot of CF patients is a big topic. It's perfectly okay. But when you're doing Nadi Shodhana today, I wonder if you did it tomorrow, if it would feel different. And that's a hint that it will. Unless you have no sinus issues whatsoever, maybe you're not a CF patient watching, it's going to feel different almost every time you do it. And that's okay. And that's the practice of pranayama. So we have one more exercise that I want to try. And it is a beginner's breathing technique, but it's not a beginner's breathing technique to teach it. So follow along the best you can. If you cough during this practice, it's okay. If you don't like it and you want to back off, that's okay. Go back to either the belly breathing or the Nadi Shodhana. But this is called an Ujjayi breath. We use Ujjayi a lot in yoga practice because it helps cool us down. It is the cooling breath. So if you're exercising, if you do yoga, you may have heard of Ujjayi. You may just not have known the name. You may have heard the cooling breath. You may have heard Ujjayi, but didn't know what it was for. So I'm here to teach you today. Super simple process. You inhale as normal through your nose. And you exhale, put your hand out in front of you and exhale through your mouth as if you want to either fog up a mirror, or a lot of people think of it as saying the word ha. So, don't do it too long. You're not doing a PFT, so don't try to exhale it all out, okay? Just try to make it as calm and soft, as long or short as you want, as long as you get the point of the ha. Some people say ha, some people say ha. It's no different, it's okay. Now though, here comes the tricky part. You're going to do that with your mouth closed. So watch me. Clear your throat, find your center again, and inhale through your nose. Exhale with a closed mouth and go. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. You just did an Ujjayi breath. A lot of times people say that it sounds like ocean waves. A lot of times people say it sounds like a heater. Or Darth Vader. Thank you so much for joining me today in your pranayama practice. I'm going to close out with my yogi expression that my best friend and yoga teacher taught me. So if it's part of your meditative practice, or if you're willing to adventure and try it, bring your palms together at heart center. Let your thumbs press into your chest. Maybe bow your head. There is a light in me, and it shines super bright to the light in you. A special shout out to my cystic fibrosis patients watching today. We are all in this together. You are peace, you are beauty, you are love. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to teach you what is such a big part of my life and passion today. And I'm going to close it out with Namaste. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday. And I hope that you learned something from this practice today and that it got you started on the right foot for your day.